So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 50, Mike, 50. Rip left, rip left.
On 3rd down, Gannon. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
10. Look at me. Go, go. Check safety, check safety. 49, check 49, check 49. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Gannon. This is Hillman with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They try right side here. Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
What's that? 180.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Tight ends, Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey!
Hey, check. 3 down.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Uncorks one for Davis, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Gannon. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Gannon gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 21, check my 21.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Watch safety.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Safety's creeping.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Gannon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Bring a 10. 180.
Check. Watch 54.
20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, Haywood! Shoot!
To throw on second down, Gannon. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go.
Hey.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, number 20.
Back to throw. Gannon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Colin Saunders. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, high 7, get it.
Looking to throw. Gannon. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check 13. Check 13. Sponge. No. Go.
Flare.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Fire.
Operating from the gun. Gannon. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Bears will go 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Showing it. Showing it. Tighten up.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. A first scoring update now from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Ready? Right to the 3, 8, 8.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Set. 180.
Here we go. Key to tight end. Key to tight end.
Newton on 3rd down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Following the fumble recovery, Gannon. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead, Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Check the set. Look at it.
Pick it up. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready?
A final shot before break. Gannon, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You got tripped. You got
Recon. 130.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 11. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
number 28. Mike. He's coming. Check in. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 28.
Get it.
Back to throw. Gannon. He finds Hillman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Check in. Coming to you.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Break.
Tight end left. Three down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
28. Mike 28. It's coming this way. Here we go.
To throw on third down. Gannon. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Hey, number 28. Mike, he's coming.
To throw again. Gannon. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Gannon. Completes it to Davis. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19, but it's 3rd down.
On the ready. Go, D. Let's X3. 218. Chop. Crash. Shift. Shoot.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference, because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go.
Throwing again. Gannon. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gannon uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Eagles have extended their lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man left, man left. 3 down.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Matchbox lights. Wahoo!
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Let's go.
On first down, Gannon. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 28. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike 28. Mike 28. Rip right. Rip right.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Gannon. And he'll go down. And the Bears get there for the sack. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Gannon. And that's complete to McCaffrey. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Ready.
He's coming, check in. And here we go, watch the pass.
Now.
On the ground, McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gannon. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes. Remaining.
Let's go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Looking to throw. Gannon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. You gon' take. You got take. You got take right there. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Great. Check. 8. Great.
Newton to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey! Rush in!
They snap it to Newton. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devin Bush. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 28, let's go. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Steve 6.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 28.
From the gun, Gannon. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Gannon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Scooter, 10 logo. General West, snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gannon, he's going to air one out, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.